Hey guys, this is Chris with the Legacy, and we got here a really great Shattered LaLoon attack against this almost maxed out Town Hall 9 base. Only one crossbow is not maxed, and the walls, of course, aren't maxed. Before we get into that, though, let's just take a quick look at the base layout. This is kind of like a fairly standard, almost like a general type of base. Maybe it's a variant of the general, I don't know. But in terms of possible double bomb spots, he's only got one here and one here. So if we were to just hog it, we're almost certainly coming in with our kill squad on the right because the archer queen's set to the right. So with our kill squad in, we can pick up the archer queen and we can also blow up that double bomb spot so our hogs wouldn't have to worry about it. That would only leave us with one double bomb spot on the left, and that shouldn't be too hard to deal with and path around. But that in mind, there's also another way to approach the space. This guy, I guess, doesn't get hit with air too much, because if you look at his sweepers, they're too far out and they're totally backwards. I mean, any good air attack comes in from around the base, and these sweepers are going to be dead before they even fire. And furthermore, these two top air defense are wide open. This is just like a one move balloon drop on either air defense. You know, I don't have to run through a series of towers to get there. Just one drop is going to go right to the air defense. So anytime you get a one move air defense, that's just crying out for you to loon it. What makes this even more loonable is these two air defense on the bottom are pretty grouped up along with three archer towers. Now, two air defense and three archer towers is like, I don't know, 40% of the anti-air for this base. And if you can knock out that much with your kill squad coming in, you've ripped it wide open to finish it off with your loons and your hounds. Now, with this heavy of a bottom, you're definitely going to need more than one golem coming in. And that's what he's going to do with his golems and his kill squad. Now, this archer queen is pretty high up in the base. It's up here. And I think her radius comes down to something like this. So you're going to need to work pretty far through the base to get up there. And that's why he takes a whole boatload of wizards along with his golems. But if you're able to get those two bottom air defense and kill the enemy archer queen, this base is totally done because you have one move air defenses left and you're just going to blow through the rest of it. So before we actually watch the attack play out, there's a couple other things I think are really worth pointing out. These archer towers on the left and the right, when he drops his golems in again, and he starts dropping in wizards to funnel and pick off this junk outside, those archer towers are going to blast away at his wizards if left unchecked. So what he's actually going to do is he's going to start off with two balloons on the left and the right. And these balloons are going to take out those archer towers, which will protect his wizards during the main attack. Now, I think he also had planned on having his balloons move up like this to empty out the clan castle. The problem is that he didn't actually get the whole lure with that. Only one archer came out, and that ended up causing some problems with the attack. It didn't cost him the attack, but it definitely made it harder than it needed to be. I think that's a fairly good plan to lure, but I would probably actually make a backup plan here because it's just not certain, in my opinion, that you'll get it like that. And my backup plan would be to just take one hog and drop it here if I don't get the lure with balloons, because if you miss the lure with balloons, the hog's going to get the rest of it, and then you can pull it all down south and kill it. And if you don't get the lure, you have one more hog you need to drop at the bottom with your kill squad, and that's not going to hurt you at all. I think trading one wizard for a hog would be the way to make a safer attack here. So in terms of whether or not you want to lure, I think you always want to lure when you have an easy lure like this. This is just one hog lure because there's just not many towers here blocking it. And I know some people just don't like luring. I think it's just because they're lazy. But anytime you have the opportunity to kill a dragon away from everything else in the base, you absolutely want to take it. Even if that dragon didn't do any damage, say it was just like a flying unit with 2,500 hit points. That's 2,500 hit points you have to waste your time killing while everything else in the core is shooting away at you. So you want to bring that all away from the core, kill it quickly and safely at the bottom, and then blow through the base unchecked. The big thing here, too, is if he doesn't kill this enemy clan castle dragon with his kill squad coming in from the bottom, the whole raid's wrecked, because that dragon's going to just kill all his balloons, it's going to kill all his lava pups, and game over. So it's kind of like a risky move to take on a base that could be done a bit more stable. So whenever it's an easy lure, whether or not you plan the lure out with the balloons on the side or not, you definitely do want to lure and kill the dragon away from everything else. Now I'm actually gonna look at a detail that another consequence of the lure at the end of the attack, but let's see how it plays out real quick. So we see the balloons coming in on the left and the right. These are going to knock out the archer tower and keep his wizards alive at the bottom. And then right away he's going to drop his golems and really quickly drop a bunch of wizards. Now you'll see the balloon on the right only pulled out one archer. Now that archer is actually going to screw the bottom left side of this attack, and I'll talk about that after the attack. But keep that in mind. You know, he's able to kill the cannon on the bottom right, and the cannon on the bottom left doesn't go down. So now looking at the kill squad, these walls are close enough that one jump covers both walls, so there's no need to use wall breakers here. He actually just drops a whole ton of spells down here. A heal, a rage, and then a poison to kill these skeletons and clan casting troops. Now the timing here with the hound is absolutely perfect. You know, the very absolute second that enemy archer queen was distracted by his kill squad, his hounds are already in motion. And you want to be as quick as possible, because the quicker your balloons come in and kill all this crap up top, the quicker you can save the rest of your troops in the middle. Now you can see this was a bit close in the court in getting that dragon. He has 2 wizards left, and I think his archer queen had like half health. So the dragon didn't screw him, but you know, if it was a little bit any more than what happened, it could have completely ruined this attack. Like one dragon right now, it's game over for the attack. So if you don't like luring, there's just no reason to not lure, and it really does stabilize your attack. With that being said, he absolutely rips through this base. The timing was so great on many different parts of the attack, and I think the whole thing's done in like 2 minutes, so it's a very fast attack. Now let me back up real quick, and again look at this consequence of not getting the lure. Again, only one archer came out. I guess he did drop his golems before the balloons could have even lured, so maybe he didn't intend to lure. I think that was the only mistake made here, because watch what happens. Even if you're confident you're going to kill the dragon in the court, which I think is hard to say whether you do or don't get it, this cannon on the left never goes down. It actually is going to kill 4 wizards down there. So that's 4 wizards you just lost because of one archer that came out and distracted them. That cannon has no health, by the way. It's like sitting on a sliver of red health. And now from this point forward, for the next 30 seconds, that cannon is going to blast away at his golem. I did the math. That's nearly 3,000 hit points worth of damage on your golem. There's no reason to let that happen. I mean, one archer killed 4 wizards and did 3,000 hit points of damage on your golem. That's crazy in my opinion. So always lure when it's an easy lure like this, because even if you're super confident you're going to get that dragon, which I think is a mistake too, you never can predict nonsense like this. No one would ever think that one archer kills 4 wizards and kills half of them, but that's absolutely what happened because that one cannon stayed alive. So it's always better to try to stabilize your attack and make it as predictable as possible. So that's my argument for luring here, but other than that, this was such a great attack. He blitzed this base. Again, the timing up top is so perfect. This very second that the archer queen gets engaged, those hounds are already in motion, and they're already working through the base. I think a lot of people might wait way too long there, and you just want to get through as quickly as possible. So, really great attack. Fearbleeds, we got a Shattered LaLoon, nearly max Town Hall 9 base. Awesome. Alright, this is Chris with the Legacy. Thanks for watching.